Hello, my name is Dr. Varun and here I am with another videos for the 30 days 30 most important topic for NEET 2025.
Chalo, let's complete it.
First of all, remember last year there are 5 questions which came from this chapter only, and most of the questions were from the examples. So examples you have to study everything, just NCERT one. But something is there which is there in your syllabus by the NTA, but it's not given in the latest NCERT. So those topics we're gonna be doing it. Starting with the first thing that you have to remember, that is your modification of the roots. So in the modification of your roots topic, you have to remember that how the roots are being modified. We know till now that the roots are of 3 types: taproot, fibrous root and adventitious root. So here also we're gonna see in this there is a no modification present in case of fibrous root. So what I just told, fibrous root do not have any modification, means all the modification would either be of the taproot or the adventitious root. So let's just see. So in this topic, if you see carefully, then over here we know that the taproots like carrot, turnip, they are what? They are for the storage of food. So they are for what? Stores food. Similarly, here only they have said that there is presence of what? There is the presence of adventitious root of the sweet potato. Means sweet potato is not the stem or anything, it is the root. Very important point, because they will confuse you with this point that sweet potato, it is also present into the ground, and potato, it is also present into the ground only, but potato is the stem and this is what, sweet potato is the root part, but both are for the storage. So that becomes them what, they becomes what, analogous organ also. So this is from the evolution, so very important. And adventitious root, we have done it. Now the next thing is that another examples other to this is the adventitious root of the banyan tree. Banyan tree roots are coming from the branch to give it support. So for the support we have what, banyan tree roots called as prop roots. Okay, after this the next thing is that similarly for support only, maize and sugar cane has a supporting roots, and these roots are called as slit roots. Okay, moving on to the next pointer, that is in the rhizophora. No, if you might be following my series, then I told you that in the kingdom fungi we have rhizopus, and there the rhizophora will come. I told you over there, here it is coming, rhizophora. So here the rhizophora is there, whose diagram is also given over here. So rhizophora grows in the swampy area, so over there less amount of oxygen is present, roots also want oxygen. So what's happened, the roots comes out from the water as a prop part. So over here this thing which is present over here, so these roots are called as pneumatophores. One important thing for the respiration. Now, so here you will remember one thing that is for sure, that is what, that is that roots, like either it could be taproot or it could be adventitious root. If it is a taproot, then the taproot cases are what, first of all they could be for the storage. For the storage it could be carrot, turnip. Okay, but if it is storage for the adventitious root, then it is sweet potato. Next, for the adventitious root, they are coming from the branches of the banyan tree, that is what, your prop roots. Then from the maize and sugarcane, from the lower internodes, the roots are coming up to give it support to stand on the soil, that is known as what, slit roots. And the last roots, which is the type of a tap root only, they comes out from the soil in case of rhizophora for the respiration purpose. If we see the diagram, so here you have a diagram of banyan tree which is showing what, prop roots. Okay, then we have what, asparagus present over here. So these are the modifications that are given. Okay, what is this? I can So next is asparagus. Asparagus is also what, example of a root for the storage. So this, remember, this is for the storage. This is what, tap root. Okay, then we have turnip, we have carrot, and we have sweet potato. Now here turnip carrot is the taproot modification, whereas sweet potato is what? It is a adventitious root modification. And the last one is a nematophore. So these are what? Nematophores. Okay, there are certain holes present into it through which the oxygen is being taken up. Okay, this is about the roots. So modifications of the root. After modification of the root, the next topic, the first topic which is deleted, we have completed. The next is the modification of stem. So in the modification of stem, let's just see what is given. So how the stem is being modified at the different level, that question will be asked to you. Okay, so starting with that, there are certain underground stem, potato, but potato is not the only example. So underground stem example, potato, ginger, turmeric, jamaican, colicacia. These are different types of like stolons and all of those things are there. Okay, but we will remember it what? That is, they are the underground stems of potato, ginger, turmeric, jamaican and colicacia which store food. Okay, so and now if they are storing food means when there are conditions when the food is not available or anything is there, they will be helpful. The next is stems might change into tendrils, and when they are changing into the tendrils, they are helping in what? Support in what? Supporting those kind of plants which are heavy, like for example your cucumber. Remember, cucumber is heavy. Think about the plant, how it will hold it. So cucumber, pumpkin, watermelon, bigger pumpkin, watermelon, bigger, so hold. So grapes are also in the bunches, so they also need that. So over there, here what happened, there is the presence of tendrils. Now in certain cases what happened, these tendrils becomes little woody. So if it becomes woody, what will happen? It will have a thorn kind of structure. So means it is not spines, it is thorns. Okay, so thorns are the example of what? Stems modifications, and it is seen in case of citrus plant, bougainvillea plant. So these two are protect the plants from the browsing animals close by to it. Okay, the next is in certain cases their stem part becomes flaccid, and if it becomes flaccid means it becomes fleshy, so it has certain storage opportunities present. So if it is flattened as in case of opuntia, or it becomes fleshy cylindrical in case of euphorbia structures. And here in the arid areas they are doing it, so they are doing it to increase for the photosynthesis, purpose, because these plants where they are present, these plants are present in the arid areas. Arid area means desert area, so they don't have any other option except to enhance their chances of doing the photosynthesis. Then there are certain underground stem of the strawberries and grasses. So how they move, that is the major. So these are the underground stems. Okay, for spread. Okay, so now if someone likes like earlier also sir you told about underground stem this, and here again you are telling. So here the difference is that here this time it helped in the vegetative propagation. So this is for the vegetative propagation. So they increase their, so earlier which we have studied underground, they help in the storage. This help in what? It help in the propagation. Okay, so next to this is what? Next to this we have certain plants like jasmine and mint. Okay, there arises the like lateral branches comes and it goes down. Okay, so in this cases what happened, the main branches grow airly and arch downwards to touch the ground. So mint and jasmine has these kind of things. Best way is there to learn about into the form of runners, stolons and these kind of thing, but here those words are not given, so we are learning like that way only. But these pointers will be given to you in the graph which I'm gonna be sharing with you in the group. Okay, so here I'm making you understand the NCERT of it, which is very important. Okay, the next thing is certain leaves like pistia and acornia. Here the rosette of leaf means leaves comes together and form like cabbage kind of a thing. Okay, so tufts of fruits, aquatic plants we seed, which is pistia and acornia. Then the next one is the runner kind of a thing. When I'm talking about runner kind of a thing means what? banana, pineapple, chrysanthemum. Here what happened? From basal part, a branch arises and it grows horizontally into the soil and comes out and forming a leaf. So this also the example of what? This is also the example of your vegetative propagation. This is this chrysanthemum and all you have studied. This is also the example of vegetative propagation method. Okay, so for stems lot of things are there. Okay, but you have to remember the name. These vegetative propagation has certain names called as stolen, runner, etc. So you have to remember the facts on that basis, which will be shared to you in my WhatsApp channel for a better clarity and understanding. And that would be on what? That would be on Biology Simplified English on WhatsApp channel. Link will be down. Here certain diagrams are given to you. So if you see the diagrams, so this is what storage. So this is your ginger, this is your colocasia, and this is your, what is this? This looks like potato. Okay, so examples are like this. Then this is for the support. So you can see that tendrils are there for support. So it will be seen in what? In case of plant with the heavy fruits. So your pumpkin, watermelon, cucumber. Then here we have what? We have spine kind of thing also, which is written over here, which we have to remember. Okay, so the next thing is the root arising from the main part, extra part, and this is, make look over here carefully, that what happened from this part, something arises, new plant, some rises this, some rise this. So these are what the vegetative propagation method which I have told you. Okay, so next thing is, this is about the stem. After this comes the modifications of the leaf. In case of modification of the leaves, it is easy to remember. Number one is the tendrils. Then we have what? We have spines. So why we will need tendrils? For climbing. Oh, sorry. For climbing, and spine for defense. Whereas your next option is that in case of os, like the spines are present in case of P. Okay, so for climbing. Okay, and sorry, tendrils, and for defense, cactus. We all know that. So these are cactus, these are the tendrils examples given to you. Okay, next is the ascariasis. Sorry, ascariasis is that what I'm saying, Australian acacia. Okay, now in this what happens, the leaves are small lived and the leaves vanish in these plants. So what happens, their petiole becomes the part of the leaf, that petiole becomes expand and becomes green and synthesize food. So here the petiolated leaves are present. Okay, so here we say that petiolated leaf, okay, are present over here. Okay, moving on, then there are certain pitcher plant. Pitcher plant is what? Insectivorous. Okay, which eat insects. So their leaf is modified like Venus into what? For eating or capturing the insects. Okay, so here only 4 examples are given to you. So direct question will come, or match the following will come from this topic. Okay, and there are the diagram also given of the fleshy leaves. Okay, they didn't wrote it here. So write it that one more extra over here, that is fleshy leaf, which is seen in onion. Okay, so remember those things. Moving on to the next thing is that this is all about the modification that will be asked to you. The next is the families. For learning families, you know the basics of it. When I'm talking about the basics of it, what? That in that floral family, 4 circles are given. Okay, this circle that you see, outermost circle, this is representing the outer wall of the flower, that is calyx. Inside it, petals will be present. Inside it, male part will be present, and inside it, female part will be present. Now, they could be present in single circle, or they could be present in more than single circles also. And if they are present in different diameter, okay, different circumferences are given, different diameter is there of any part, we wrote separately but in the form of plus. So if you see over here, these are what this green color is calyx. So 2 are present outside diameter, 2 are on the inner. So we can see that this is the other circle part, and this is the another circle part. So two circles are present, so means we will write this different. But they belongs to the outermost part, that is calyx. For calyx, we use the word K. Okay, so the K is there, 2 plus 2. Okay, 2 is outside, 2 is inside. Now the next thing is that if you see inside this is corolla, this area. Now this corolla are on the same level, and how many they are there? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these 4 are there. So we will write C for corolla, that is petals. They are 4 in number. Okay. Then comes the next most wall, these things. These are what? These are the androecium. For androecium we use the word A. So there is a one outer circle of it, then inner circle of it. So the outer circle is called as what? The outer circle would be only 2. So we will write 2. Inside circle we will call what? 4 are present, so plus 4. Then the inside it gynoecium. If you see about the gynoecium, there is a 1, 2. So 2 gynoecium is present, but they are what? Attached. For attached, we write it like bracket. Inside it, the bracket. Okay. And the next thing that you have to remember about it, that is you solely has to remember, that is what kind of ovary it is, whether it is hypogynous, perigynous or epigynous. This ovary, when we are writing above to it, means it is it is what? Superior ovary. Okay, means hypogynous flower. Okay, so this thing you have to remember. Next thing is that this sign is what? This is for the male, this is for the female. Both the sign is present, means the flower is bisexual, means it has male part also, it has female part also. And this is what? This is telling you about the symmetry of it. If it is cutting like this, means it can cut into any plane. Okay, so it is actinomorphic, but if it can only two planes, so we say that half. Okay, so that is what? Zygomorphic. So this you can cut it from this way also. Okay, this way also it will be equal half. You can cut in the this way also, equal half. So this thing is being told to you. Now if someone will ask like which family this belongs to, so this belongs to Brassicaceae. Your cauliflower and all those comes into this family only. Okay, so this you have to remember. Okay, moving on to the next one. So next in your NCERT that you have to study is the Fabiaceae. In Fabiaceae you have to remember that another name, like earlier it used to be part of the Papilionodaceae family. Okay, which comes under what? Leguminous family. But now it is totally different totally different family, that is Fabiaceae. Now it has what? Vegetative characters. Very less chances they will ask you vegetative character, because they most probably be going to the next portion that is most important. That is what? But we will learn it. Okay, that they could be trees. The plant inside this family can be tree, they could be shrub like, they could be herbs like, and the roots are with nodules. These roots are with nodules. That's why we are saying that they are the earlier subfamily of the Leguminosae family, because Leguminosae family has what? In the roots nodules are present, right? Then they could be erect or the climbers. If they are climbers, means they need what? They need certain kind of tendrils kind of a support in their stem. Then the leaves are alternate leaves. We have already studied what it is. Okay, so one is here, other is here, other is here, other is here. Okay, then pinnately compound. Pin means it is a compound leaves, means there is a cut till the center level. So the leaf, if this is the main leaf, the leaf will have something like this. So this kind of leaves will be there, pinnately leaf. Then there is a or it could be simple leaf, direct leaf could also be there. Then pulvunate means your pulvumens must be present extra. Okay, stipulates venetions reticulate. If the reticulate venation is there, we can call it that it is dicot. Yeah, we can call it. Okay, so this thing is there. So now there are certain diagrams has been given to you. So they have seen in this example pea plant. So this becomes an important one, little bit about it. Why? Because pea experiment is in the Mendel also. Now there is what they have seen, what is the flowering. So they are flowering twig, they have shown it over here. Okay, then they have seen the flower. This is how the flower look, petals. So this is what? Papilionaceae family. So means Papilionaceae type of estivation will be there. Okay, then reproductive paths they have shown to you. This is the anther and all. Okay, Then carpel has been shown to you. Carpel. Floral diagrams. Okay, so these you have to remember. Now in the floral diagram, let's try to write its floral formula. Okay, so that it becomes an easier for you. So to write the floral formula, first of all, we have to write what? We have to always start with what kind of cut it has. Okay, so we can cut it only this way. So there is only one way through which we can cut it. So it is what? It is a zygomorphic. Then it has male and female part. What? Because this is the female, this is the male part. So we can write what? It is a bisexual flower. Then comes what? Then comes that what kind of calyx is present. First we will write about the calyx. Okay, so the calyx is what? The calyx is 1 2 3 4 5. 5 is there, and can you see that all are joined? So we will write it like this. Then comes corolla. If you see that one outside, two like this, and third is joint. So we will write it what? 1 plus 2 plus 2 joint. Calyx. Then inside it, this is endometrium. If you see about the endometrium, there is what? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. 9 is joined together plus 1 is left. So dialpidus condition is there. Okay, we have studied this thing, and the example of P is also given over there. So those examples can work over here, because this is very dialpidus condition, means it will come into Fabaceae family only. So all the examples will be in the Fabaceae family. Then after this gynoecium, there is a single gynoecium, and here you have to remember what? Whether it is up or down. So here it is hypogynous. So let's just see that whether we have wrote correctly. So it's a correction time. So if you see that this correct, this correct, this correct, this correct, this correct, this correct, this we have remember it. Coming back to the major portion. So now the next thing is that the floral inflorescence. So this you have to remember that it is racemose. What is racemose? We have already know. Okay. Then it is a bisexual zygomorphic flower. We can already find. Sepals 5 are there. They are joined together. So gamopepilous and velvate and imbricate estivation. So this also you can remember it from the diagram only. Okay. Then the petals are 5. Polypetalous condition is there because they are not joined together. Papillonaceae kind of estivation is there in these cases, and which they have explained it also in these lines. Okay, they even said that vexillary estivation can be present into it, some of them. Then androecium 10 dialphidus and antheris diathecus, means inside 2 thecas are present in this. We used to call diathecus. The same thing we have studied in the your sexual reproduction in flowering plants also. Moving on, the ovary is what? Superior, which you have to remember because underline. Okay, so till now brassicaceae was also superior, this is also superior, so we will learn it like that. Okay, so monocarpellary, single carpel is present. Earlier bicarpellary was there. Unilocular, only single locule will be there, in which the ovule will be present. Many ovules are present, and single style is single. Okay, inside it multiple lobules will be there. Then the important thing that you have to remember, which is present nowhere, that is the fruit. Okay, so one, we have to study about what? Fruit. Second, we have to remember about the what kind of ovary it is. So in case of fruit, it is legume, seed, one or many, non-endospermic. Non-endospermic means all of the endosperm is being eaten up during that kind of development, and then becomes this important, which is the examples. Question will come from it. Okay, for sure. So this you have to remember. Here, one important you have to remember is the mullaty. For sure. Okay, that mullaty is what? It is a kind of medicinal plant belonging to Fabaceae, because another question on the base of this ashwagandha is coming every year, most of the time. Okay, moving on to the next family, that is Solanaceae family. In Solanaceae family, what will happen? It is the potato family. Solanaceae, we have already said it. Okay, it has potato, it has nigrum, it has melogena. Okay, that all those things are there. So they are what? They can be, they are herbs, shrubs, or rarely the tall plants. Okay, we know that potato and all the small plants are there. Then there are what? The stem, they have given the basic example of stem. Their structure, this is what, how the flower look like, how the flowering branch will look like. Then they have shown what? They have shown the flower. Okay, then they have shown what? Stamen. Here these are the stamen. Okay, then they have shown what carpel of it and the floral diagram. Let's try to write it quickly. First of all, see that it is what it can be cut from this angle also, it can cut from this angle, any angle we can cut it. And if we can cut it from any angle, we can write it what, like this. Okay, already given over here. Then it has male part also, female part also, so it is what, bisexual. Then your calyx, if you see the calyx, this is outermost 5 and all are joint. Then we see the corolla is 5 and joint. But can you see that corolla is joined with androecium also? So androecium are 5, but corolla and androecium is joined together. What it is called it, you will write it down and let me know. And the gynoecium is what, 2, but we have to remember what, whether it's superior or inferior. So we have to remember that it is also superior one. So all are superior, and since they are joined together, so these are 2. So this becomes our question thing, and this is also the floral formula. Coming back to the things, the leaves, you have to remember that similar kind of thing is there which was earlier present, but here the stipules are not present, where earlier it was present. Okay, that's earlier Fabaceae family. Then inflorescence, they are cymose type of inflorescence. They are bisexual, actinomorphic. Bisexual means actinomorphic only. Then sepals are 5 united. These things you can do it easier. Coming back to the important is the fruit. Fruit is berry or capsule. Here the fruit was what? Here the fruit was your legume. Okay, from the leguminaceae family, legume. Then there are many seeds present in endospermic. There are many seeds present, but they are non-endospermic. That's the only difference. Then this thing. Now this is very important. Why it is important? Because last year this thing came. It is a P by Q. Question can come from here again. Very easily match the following. So you have to remember every day. Moving on to the next one, that is a Liliaceae, which is given in NCERT, because these are the must you have to do. And after that, 3 more things are there. I have given you the approach. I will send you the notes and you can do it. But I will give you certain things which are there, which is not available. So another one is the lily family. Okay. So in the lily family, they are what? They are monocot. Rest are the dicots. So if they are monocots, what kind of veneations will be there? Parallel veneations would be there. Okay. So next thing is that inflorescence is solitary cymose type of umbilicate cluster. Okay, now they are what? Bisexual, actinomorphic. Okay, let's just see this. If you remember this diagram, then you can find all the things. Let's just come up over here. So over here, if you see that these are what? These outer ones which you are seeing, they are what? They are your corolla. This is what? This is your calyx. So basically what happened? This corolla calyx joined together, and you can't tell that which is which. So we say what? This is what? This is outer layer 3, this is 3. So when we can't distinguish what is corolla, what is calyx, we call it perinath. So here we use the word P for combinedly showing what? Combinedly showing the corolla and the calyx. Okay. Then there will be an androecium. So if you see that all these androeciums are at the same levels, but they are coming from the different petal. So here, since they are coming from different, so we will light it and they are joined together over here. If you want to cut it, you can cut it this way, all the way it will come up. So this male and female both is present this way. Then comes what? Gynoecium. Gynoecium, you have to remember 3, it is perigynous at the equal level. Okay, that's it. Then say all those things you will be able to remember this thing. Problem would be what? Fruit. So fruit is capsular, rarely berry. Endospermic. Earlier also what? It was endospermic. Then this examples. So your tulip, glossia, aloe, asparagus, colocasia, that will come. Asparagus can be asked to you, colocasia can be asked to you, because these things are already somewhere else. So they can mix up and write that these things are there. On the next family which you have to study, which is not given in your NCERT, that is Asteraceae, also called as Compositae family. So in Asteraceae or the Compositae family, also called as Daisy family, the basic feature is very easy to remember. The major thing is its floral diagram. So now there are two floral diagrams which are given for it. Now everyone will ask like, why the two floral diagram and there is only one flower? But that's the beauty of this. Composited means what? Something complex, compound, something two will be present over here. Just remember that. So in these kind of flowers, there are two different types of flowers present. So everyone has seen sunflower. Sunflower is the example of this. So when the sunflower is the example of this, what we know about the sunflower till now? We used to say that it is a one big flower. No, it is a lot of flowers clusters together into one flower of the plant. So the yellow color flower which you see, they are different flower, different types of flower, and the center flower which are black in color, which later on change into seeds. Actually, the yellow one don't, but they do. So they are what? They are a different flower. So that the two flowers are present. So what we call it? We call it ray floret or the disc floret. Okay, so ray floret, which is making the rays, yellow color one. The disc is within the center of it present. So the ray floret, if you see the outermost structure over here, this is what there is a certain kind of dot things present, not just in the ray floret but in the disc floret also. It is representing what? It is representing that there is a presence of pappus. What is pappus? Pappus is that under the maturation period of a time, the calyx change or it just change itself into the hair-like structure. Since hair is not like a proper structure, multiple hairs are there, so it is being shown as a dot structure. Okay, I hope this thing is understood to you. The next thing is that like if those pappus are present, so we used to write that the calyx are in the form of pappus. Okay, but if you see over here what is happening, that certain parts, like for example this thing is present. So we used to say that 2 to 3 different like number can change, 2 or 3 major part, and the rest is the pappus. If just pappus is shown, then we will write just pappus. Okay, so here 2 to 3. Okay, so 1 2 3 3. Okay, so 2 to 3 it must be in the number, rest it would be pappus. Then if you see over there, this plant is what? If we see the ray floret, we can cut only in this way, no other way we can cut it. So this becomes what? It becomes zygomorphic, whereas this can be cut into multiple forum. Okay, so it is actinomorphic. Next thing is bracket. What is bracket? Bracket is the outermost extra leaf-like structure which is present. So that is present in it. So we will write bracket. If it is not present at place, it is written as E bracket. Wherever we have not written anything about related to bracket means E bracket. So this can also be written to you, so don't get confused. Okay. Next point is that their calyx. So if you see over there, here the calyx is what? It is 3 to 5. It could be in the number calyx. Okay. Then androecium. This area is empty. So no androecium present in this case, whereas in the center there are two gynoecium present and the ovary is inferior over. Okay, so inferior ovary is shown to you. Here ovary is inferior of the disc floret also. But if you see the corolla and androecium is joined together, means these will be what? These will be bisexual and this will become mostly female. Okay, female. Okay, mostly no. Okay, so this thing you have to remember. The next thing is the Malvaceae family. Malvaceae family is what? Ochra family. Okay, so in this family, all the features you know that you can remember it. Okay, fruits and nothing you have to remember. The floral formula is given to you, which you have to just remember it. And on that basis, a diagram you have to make it. This is an easier one to make it. I will hope that you will able to meet, because here the epipetalous conditions can't have been seen over here. So let's just see that whether you are able to do it or not. Well, that's all for this video. I hope you are able to understand. It's concised example based answers or the example based notes are being provided in the WhatsApp channel. The link will be in the description also. I hope you like this video. If you like, give it a like. You can share it with your friends. If they don't know this is also there in the syllabus of NTA, which you should definitely not let it go. Okay, bye.